his powers to do. I think he did it well. I think he did well in standing by me. He touched those he wanted to touch that could have made a difference. And overall, I appreciate all that he did to stand by me in this time of crisis.
Is there anything you don't want to say? The president spent 48 days out of the country when you were in Rome. The president came late to the game. I mean, I'm an independent, network individual. I can say what I think, but you can say something different. Do you really think President George Weah got involved on time and treated the situation like you expected, though?
Yeah, but Stanton, I think we mix it in the age of social media and in the age of this sophisticated communication. President Weah, when I was in Rome, was involved. He got involved. He didn't have to be in Liberia because you can pick up the phone and call anybody. He was one of those who first alerted me to take this seriously when I was in Rome. Okay, in fact, he told me to return. Okay, and forget about the visit with the Pope. You need to return now. Okay, so we can fix this. All right. But again, it was my choice as a Catholic. This is Wednesday. The appointment to see the Pope is Friday. Do I then turn around and come to go save my seat for a job and leave the opportunity of a lifetime? That was my decision. So to the extent that those 2 days cost me the speakership, it's my responsibility. But to say President Weah wasn't working, he was working. One thing about him in this crisis was that he worked a lot from the background and said, look, I'm here. Whatever you want to do, tell me, I will do it. How far you want to take this ball, tell me, I will carry it with you. When you fall, I will help pick it up. I am behind you. And I never saw a day, even I myself got embarrassed at times to call President Weah, to call this person or call that person or call the other person. So to say that because he was here or he was there.
But now you're talking, because if you don't say it, we would not know. You are telling the nation, and I mean, this is your first time saying it, that while you were in Rome, the president called you and said, go back home. 2 days.
He was the first to call me. Beside my colleagues, he was the first person to call me to say, you need to get back to Monrovia now. We are facing a crisis. And he's been there. So,
yeah, but
you know, going to say, oh, that your friend.
No. I appreciate the fact that you are saying it, Speaker, because what happened is that most people felt, and I felt, President Weah left you on the wayside. I mean, if you can tell us tonight that you were on constant call with President Weah, my man, leave Jose Yeman Boakai. Don't meet the Pope right now. We have some serious issue going on in Liberia. Please, my friend, come home. And you made the choice to stay. Then I think it's worth saying for the nation to hear. Don't you think so?
But absolutely. That's why I say it's my responsibility. He called me when I was in Rome. He himself was in Italy. That tells you how much he was in touch with what was happening on the ground. Okay. He said, let's return to Monrovia. I have a program. I'm right behind you. And whether he was in Monrovia or not in Monrovia, okay, President Weah, former President Weah, did everything that he had to. Could he have done more? If I had asked him to do more, yes, he would have.
You have almost 11 sedition that abandoned ship. They left you. And because of them, you are former speaker today. Why couldn't the former president convince them to stay on with you? What was the issue, the personal issue, that they didn't even listen to President Weah as a leader?
These people didn't even listen. These people didn't even listen to their own priests and bishops. A bishop called a parishioner and said, I want you to stick by the speaker. He said, Bishop, lead it in our politics, they're not religion. So if they can't listen to their confessors, if they can't listen to the people who brought them up in Christian tradition, if they can't listen to people, somebody who already gone, like George Weah would made them come back.
You told the man of God, this is not religion.
Yes, this is politics. Leave it. Okay. So then at George Weah, you won't believe? The guy, their minds were already made up. And the mind wasn't made up against the bishop or against George Weah. It was made up against me. Whatever fault that I had was my fault. That they didn't want to come back and return to me. So I can't blame George Weah for that. Just like I can't blame the bishop that went to the parishioner and said, stick by Koffa, and he said, look, they think that politics, you leave it. They're not religion.
You made a comment the last time with your own. You said, that's my Sastan boy. We're from Sastan, I support him. Do you still
Yes, I do.
Support the return of President George Weah?
Absolutely. I support the return of President George Weah, not because he's my Sastan boy. When I say he's my Sastan boy, I talk about personal affinity. I support his return because we have seen various styles and various types of leadership in Liberia. And I think the populist type of leadership that President Weah brought to the table, I'm not saying the government was perfect. I think it was one that brought healing and reconciliation to this country. And I long for those days.